And here is my tarot setup right over here for our full moon. I did this yesterday on my Instagram live here, and we'll start up here if you're interested to know about it. So an overall energy for this week, but also specifically this full moon, and energies that will carry into the rest of this month. The biggest theme is your heart always knows the way, simply trust it. Okay, I'm not gonna go too in depth here because that is in my live stream, and you can check it out and I'll link it below in the description. But following your heart, of course, we know we hear that a lot, but I don't think it's just these days, but definitely a lot of the times we can be in our head to make decisions. And you know, one thing I've learned from just various different esoteric things, even The Power of Now, if anyone knows that book, is that our soul, you can even think of our heart as like our soul, right? So we should be leading our lives with our souls, with a passion in our heart and a passion and a fire within us, living our life to the fullest. And especially these days, a lot of the society, I mean here in Philly at least, it's like go, go, go mindset. So, you know, a lot of times we're just thinking of logic, trying to survive, but you know, now is the time to change that. We're here to be in our heart. That's what we're here, all living here, existing for. We're here to feel fulfilled. That is the point of why we do anything. So you want to be in our heart. Trust your heart and what it's leading you to, but use your mind to help your heart, okay? Not use your mind to rule your life, okay? Don't let your mind take control of you. Allow your soul to lead the way. Allow the mind to help the soul and logic, whatever plan you need to make your dreams come true. And then we have here affirmations. Happiness is a choice, and I choose to be happy. I build my life with positivity and purpose. And it is a choice. You can choose, even if there's things that we struggle with, feel the emotions that you need to feel, you know, a breakup, losing a job. But, you know, once that passes, allow yourself to feel it fully, and then you can choose happiness. You can choose to move forward to focus on things that will uplift you. And now we also have, I don't know if I can curse on YouTube. I am a masterpiece. I make things happen, period. And say it like you own it, like you know it in your heart, in your soul, because you are a freaking masterpiece. All of us are a masterpiece. Our bodies are amazing. They do things without us even thinking about it. We have organs and everything. It's so crazy. And they're, right now as I speak, they're doing things, right? Like we're breathing naturally, a lot of times without thinking about it. Our organs are processing food, all that stuff. Our bodies are a masterpiece. Our minds are a masterpiece. They can be too, you know, it can definitely be a masterpiece if we let it be. So now, the death card, that might sound scary to people. The death card is supposed to match with our overall messages here. The death card is actually not as scary as people think. I know it looks a little scary, so it looks like the Courage the Cowardly Dog from the slab, you know, that one that one ghost that said return to slab. So this guy, he is here to represent the ending of something old. It's time for old ways to go, old ways in our society. And I think that is why this is matching our overall energy card here. This big heart is over the city. Sort of, to me, representing like some like heart moon or like a heart sun or something. Like it's taking over now, right? And it's letting go of its heart energy out into the city. And it's like, now it's time for all of us as a collective human being, a human race, to connect to our heart. And it's the death of the old system, honestly, the old system that we live in that's just for survival. You know, we're done with that. And that's why all these colors are here. That's how I interpret this with my intuition. Like all these colors are here, like sort of like representing possibilities and opportunities. And it's like this Reaper here is actually here to help you, you know. It's here to help you get rid of what you don't need and take that away from you, so you have more room for everything else in your life that will serve you. And so now a possible blockage card that came up. So this is my clarity spread. So overall outcome card, we have a blockage card, clarity card, and possible outcomes. So this is our blockage card. If you have a possible blockage, Eight of Cups represents walking away from something. So maybe you could still be holding on to something tightly, right? You could be still holding on to something tightly. Or maybe you could be already in the midst of walking away from something. Maybe you just need an extra confirmation, and this reading is confirmation for you, okay? So This is beautiful. All these cards are so beautiful because just the yellow light, in general, yellow represents transformation in our solar plexus. So here, the Eight of Cups, you're walking away from the old and you're going toward the horizon of the new opportunities and possibilities. And maybe it can feel a little scary, you know, or maybe there is a feeling of like curiosity and like wonderment and excitement. You know, we don't really know what this person here behind his cloak looks like. And honestly, in my tarot reading I did last night explaining this person sort of looks a little bit like, I don't know, like it's also the death card person in there too. But this is more like a spirit, and that's supposed to be, I think, a separate person, right? But it's really cool that they both have these cloaks, right? They're these hidden figures. But, you know, the sun is either setting or it's rising over there, and it's beckoning you into new possibilities. And 8 is the number of abundance, okay? Abundance and power, and there is so much waiting for you on the other side of what you're gonna let go of. And so, answer to the blockage is 7 of Cups. 7 represents inner wisdom, spirituality. It's a very, very spiritual number to see 7, a heavenly number in some religions, right? And so this person, it sort of looks similar, right? They're also looking out to a horizon of possibilities. But this card represents there being a lot of options to choose from. Maybe there's, you know, there's a lot of smoke, right? There's smoke and mirrors here. There could be like, no mirrors in here, but that was like the interpretation in the booklet. So there could be a lot of options, and you could be having a hard time making a decision, like where to go, where do I go next? You know, what path is right? And I believe, at least intuitively, where I'm feeling this is going is you need to tap into your inner wisdom. Actually, I think I did read that in a book too. It did say you'll get clarity once you clear out all the smoke, which could be limiting beliefs. Okay, so limiting beliefs in our mind, maybe too many thoughts. And that's why it's good to do yoga, right? Because you can help your body cultivate this energy. You can clear your mind from anything that's filled up in your mind, and you just be present with your body in the moment. And then that allows you to be clear going forward, right? But you can also meditate. There's a lot of things you can do, but you know, being at least with your body and your breath is one simple thing you can do. Okay, so there's so many possibilities. And once you get a clear image on what to do, you start with what makes the most sense to you, one at a time. All right. And I actually pulled this for extra clarity on the 7 of Cups to see if they can give us a little more information on what it could be pertaining to in terms of like possibilities and opportunities and options that we're needing to choose from. This is the first time I'm going to explain this actually, because I didn't say this last night, but the 8 of Cups, this person, yeah, they are walking away, but this person is facing the cups, right? So yeah, that's really cool. And then you're connected in that way with that horizon, but also just in general, like stepping away from something and then walking towards something new, right? Okay. But to extra clarity, I got, oh, this was actually in reverse, sorry. Oop. When I pulled it out, it was in reverse originally. So recovery from financial loss, forgiveness, triumph, overcoming adversity, positive changes, okay? So at first, you know, if this is a collective and whoever watches this, who knows, maybe there could be like some personal relationship things happening, but I do feel like this is mainly financial. So whoever this is reaching out to, maybe there are financial struggles that you're having, right? Or you were having, but this is supposed to be recovering from financial loss, forgiveness maybe of a situation that had to do with financial loss. You're triumphing over this. You're overcoming your struggles, your challenges, maybe that were preventing you from different dreams and goals and opportunities that you had. Positive changes are on the horizon. This is beautiful. And last night I lit incense that was representing the throat chakra, and this card is also representing the throat chakra here. So I lit incense that was meant to clear our throat chakra so we can speak our mind, speak our truth. And that's actually honestly like what I felt like was needed. And I do think right now a lot of us are needing to speak our truth. A lot of us need to speak our truth, speak our mind, and let ourselves be known. No more hiding, right? So we're clearing out what we need, and maybe that's going to help us with our financial block we may have. And if you're not going through a financial block, take what resonates, let go what doesn't. It could be about person that you need to forgive in general too. I mean, overall, this is about possibilities and opportunities, but right now it seems like money can be in division here. And I don't always have cards that have to do with money. So this spread was very interesting because you go further here into possible outcome card. So we had a 4 of Pentacles. I always have it sideways because I think it can be either or. So it wouldn't be reversed or upright. It depends on what you're doing on your path, on your journey, and how you heed these messages. So this 4 of Pentacles here, this guy looks rigid, right? I look at it upright first. This guy looks really rigid, and he also looks like he's in control. And when I first looked at this, I was just like laughing at it because I'm like, he just looks so serious, like you know, like look at him. But maybe he could actually be sort of like just chilling, you know. Maybe I could be interpreting it as negative, but I think that's the energy, right? Overall, that I feel that this card very much makes sense. Also, just overall sideways because of the fact it can go either way. He can be angry, seen as an angry, in control dude that's being like negative, right, and hoarding the money. Or he could be seen as someone who's just chilling and he's waiting for you to take it, right? So that's the really cool thing about, I think, this card right now. But overall, 4 of Pentacles represents frugality. Usually it's frugality, needing control of finances. Maybe you could be struggling with that. So that could be what the issue could be actually what the issue is overall with this. I really do feel like it, especially because we had a connected card here of finances too. This was for life changes, the life changes card. All right, and if you want to know what this card said, you can listen to it in my IG reading that I can link below. But yeah, there seems to be an issue with like maybe you could be hoarding your money too much, which is not, it sounds crazy, right? Like we want to save money, like because we want to be prepared for any financial disasters that happen. But at the same time, you could be maybe needing to invest your money into something that could help you fulfill your dreams and your goals, so then you can get to these other opportunities, right? Maybe needing to invest into some kind of like item that's going to help you toward your dreams and goals, right? Maybe if you want to do YouTube, you need to buy a camera, but you're too worried about, maybe you tell yourself, I don't have money, you know, you constantly say that in your head, then maybe you spend on something else that you don't need, right? Or even aside from that, like maybe you could think about investing your money into stocks, right? Like the 1% that makes money with stocks, like they don't want people, everyday people like us, to feel like we can make the same money as them. That's why they stay in the 1%, right? That's why they're called the 1%. But we actually can, you know? I mean, that's an option. You don't have to do stocks, but maybe that's an option, right? Like you can invest your money that way so it grows and doesn't just stay in a bank account and only just stay there, but you use it, and money is meant to be used. So maybe this is you being afraid to spend your money, but you need to know that it can come in more and not feel so afraid to let it go. Or maybe this really is you just getting in control of your money. Basically, overall, I think this is like meant to be balance for money. You're knowing where to spend it and where to where to invest it, I would like to say, because you want to believe that where you're putting your money is going to be worth it, you know, whether it's for self-care, not just spending it blindly, like maybe you're only spending it on like drinking alcohol every weekend, but it's like if you're gonna be drinking alcohol, it better be worth it. Like it better be like you're making really positive connections with people, or deep connections, or something that actually benefits you, right? But overall, it's like, you know, where is your money going? And I think that's where you're gonna get more control over too, so then that way you can fully embody like this, the overall 7 of cups energy, right? You have the opportunities, but you'll be able to know where you want to go with it. The Death card is that new beginning. We want you to have a new beginning. Okay, and then after that, we have here, yeah, I said the finances card, right? So there's changes there. I could probably take a picture of it and show you too. And then there's also here blessings, gratitude, blessings, joy, and kindness. So it says cultivate, let's see if it focuses. Okay, cultivate a spirit of gratitude and appreciate the good things in your life. By counting your blessings, you will find more joy and contentment. Share your gratitude with others and spread kindness wherever you go. So I love that because it just shows that honestly, there's just so much waiting for you, you know? There's so many opportunities waiting for you. And you have to know that if you keep your mind on what you don't have or what's not working, then that's what keeps you in that energy. That's what keeps you just in that place. So you have to look elsewhere, you know. 8, again, the number of abundance, just like with the 8 of Cups, right? Being grateful for what you do have and working with what you got. I think honestly, even just working with what you do have, and that will help you get even closer to more of the things that you want to have. Like if you're someone that wants a mansion, right? Like maybe, you know, you don't exactly have the money in your bank account for that mansion you want, but what is the one next step you could take to get closer to getting that mansion, right? And envision it and feel it in your soul, so then you stay motivated, right? So there's a lot of ways that can be interpreted. I don't want to go too long on that. And self-belief. Okay, so these were angel wisdom cards. This was angel number card. So maybe, I don't know if you're seeing 8 or 888 anywhere. In my reading last night, one of my friends was saying he saw 888. Aside from that, yes, we have self-belief and patience as our angel wisdom cards. Our spirit guides last night wanted to connect together, at least the spirit guides of everyone who was there, but in general, tapping into the energies of everyone. Cards flying away. The collective. So we have self-belief and patience, and these go so well together. And already the pictures of the two people, it's masculine and feminine energy, right? Balance. Once again, balance is coming through. Needing to balance out spending money, but then also investing it, right? Well, investing it. Yeah. Well, investing your money, learning how to invest your money, but then also knowing, you know, where not to give it out, right? And it says, I am brave and I choose to be the architect of my life. That's taking action, right? The angels ask you to claim your power. This will lead you to fulfill your dreams and create the life, relationships, and abundance that you deserve and long for. When your self-belief is strong and your faith in your abilities is high, you easily hear and follow your intuition. I love that. So taking action here, all right? Knowing that you do have the power to create what you want in your life. That's the masculine energy. Taking action, manifesting energy, right? Whereas now this is divine feminine energy, patience. It takes time for miracles to happen, and I am okay with it. Okay, that's an affirmation. I'll put both these affirmations in the comments or in the description, but they're also in the Instagram post that I will link below. So maybe I'll just link only that and won't do anything else with these. But it says the angels remind you that in order to succeed, you must learn how to control your impatience and wait until the right outcome you deserve comes along. All right? This is receiving energy, patience, receiving, knowing that it's going to come to you, trusting that everything is working in divine order. All right? So that is our energies. Definitely, last night what also came to me was death of a certain way of being within our mind, most of all, as an overall energy, just coming back to this. So maybe a lot of things maybe there will be a lot of ways about yourself that you would choose to let go of. And we have to really see that as, you know, it's okay to be afraid because change is scary to us as humans. But when you let go of parts of yourself that you think are yourself, but you allow yourself to be flexible, allow yourself to be transformed into a version of you that your soul is most aligned with. Really tap into that. And that's why the 7 of Cups here that's why it's here, for you to know that, okay, take the time to yourself to reflect, okay, to be within yourself. And I do read all the book versions of these cards in the IG tarot reading. So I hope this was helpful for someone. Know that it's time. Oh, the biggest thing I want to say, actually, know that it's time to change your mindset. Yeah, change your mindset, especially, even if it's not just like outside things, external things. This is mainly about the death of how we see things, how we're perceiving things, most of all, as an overall energy, tying everything in. Of course, money, finances comes through the most. So the death of how you see money, your relationship with money, choosing to build a relationship with money, not see it as evil. And I think that's the thing too these days. We need to realize that a lot of the older generation of our parents, they would always say money doesn't grow on trees, or oh, you know, you can only deserve money if you work hard, right? They make you, our older generation family, no shade to the older generation, they were like discovering things, but a lot of it was letting you know, like, okay, if only if you grind, then you can deserve financial abundance, right? Which it's definitely not the way to live, right? And that's not true as well. You don't only have to grind and only work your ass off or only do something that you don't enjoy that only gets you money, right? If you do what you enjoy and you follow your heart, it can bring you financial abundance too. And I know that as a collective human being energy, a lot of us as humans are stressed out about finances, and if we want to feel stable, we want to feel as if we can live our life comfortably, right? So on that note, changing how we view money, our relationship with money, there's a book that a lot of esoteric YouTube creators and just people in general recommend. I'm actually forgetting the name, so maybe I shouldn't recommend it. It's okay. Maybe I'll put it here. I'll put it up there. But overall, it's like, yeah, even I've seen it for myself. Like, my parents would say, money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't do this or that. You can't feel this way unless you have money. Like, you can't feel happy unless you have money. And that's not right. You know, like, you should be able to be happy regardless of what your financial circumstances are, and make the best of what you do have. And that's you already living in abundance if you're able to be grateful. And that's where you start. That's where you start, is with gratitude, with what you do have. And even if it's literally just the clothes off of your back, you have that. You have your mind, you have your spirit, you have clothes off your back, you have your body, you have if you have all your limbs too, then you're even more lucky, right? There's people who don't even have that. So really feel that level of abundance. And even some of the people who don't have like some limbs or missing a limb or two or anything, like, they honestly are some of the most grateful people, and they can accomplish things that they really dream of, and they make it happen. So there's no excuses for us. If you got all your limbs, you got this. You're a masterpiece. You can make all your dreams come true. I know the camera's a little shaky right now, but this is just me, like, just spitting this out, because I want anyone who comes across this to know, like, this was meant for you. This message was meant for you, and it's your time. It's your time to shine. It's your time to let go of what does not serve you, let go of the mindsets that do not serve you, and just be happy. We deserve to allow ourselves to be happy, and we can do that one step at a time. Ask for support if you need to, but definitely it starts within ourselves, changing that mindset with money. Know that money is paper. It's neutral. It's a neutral tool, right? Just like if you see like some kind of knife or whatever on the ground, right? It's like, it's not going to actually hurt anyone unless someone picks it up and they put the intention to that, right? Or they could be cutting a banana or something, right? But the point is that money is a neutral tool, and the value and intention we put into it, that is what gives it life. And it can be good or bad depending on what you're doing with it, and it can bring you good or bad in your life, right? So it's totally up to you. You have the power, and that's the whole point of this. All right, know it, believe it, and yeah, hope you enjoyed the yoga, if you did the yoga. And if this is just the end of the video, then thank you so much. Overall, yes, thank you so much for tapping into my video today. I hope you enjoyed everything that I mentioned with the tarot, or if you did the yoga, thank you so much. And know that you have the power. Take it one step at a time. This year, a big theme of taking things one step at a time really is crucial. Just trust that wherever you are right now, it's where you're meant to be. And if you like esoteric content, and if you like my mind, I can't even speak. My mind's going a little fast, so I gotta take that slow. Ooh, if you like esoteric content and you like wellness content overall, yoga, spirituality, tarot cards, all that stuff, fitness, subscribe, click the notification bell, and you get to see whenever I'm live. I do meditation live streams every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, I would love for you to be part of what I'm building. I want to build a community. It's my dream, my goal, and I can't wait for this all to grow, and I can't wait to make connections with so many people. And the people that are currently in my live streams, I'm so grateful for them, and they're like my friends at this point, and I'm grateful. But I love you. Know that you are loved, you are seen, you are noticed, you are acknowledged, and you deserve to be so. All right, if you're not hurting anyone, you deserve to be seen. Like, speak your truth. All right, much love, guys. One love. Peace. Mwah.